Welcome back to another episode of Housekeeping. So, we are going to do some serious housekeeping today with Eugene, and we're going to view all our social media's 10 posts today. I'm very, very excited about the post today. So, over to the introduction. Let's go.
I really don't feel good. It's like getting a
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
Hey, welcome, Belinda. What's with that new
Hi.
intro? Dominatrix, is it? With the ruler and all?
No. This one housekeeping. Keep it PG-13, Eugene.
Which housekeeper go to my hotel room and started whacking their head with a ruler? Which kind of hotel housekeeping is that? I want to know.
Okay. Next week, I bring feather duster, okay?
Sure. So what do you have for us today?
Okay, so Eugene, as usual, for those who have never joined us before, so what we do is actually we take some posts from our private group. It must be the Hantu, right? So if you haven't checked it out, you can go Facebook and check us out. So for the Hantu group itself, what we do is our community members, our friends and all the people that has been with us for so long time, right? We do regular posting. Okay, it's on a daily posting. You always keep entertained. And sometimes it's not just scary stuff. You have some funny comments, right? Okay, it's like, hey, why you take picture of my mother-in-law when there's a Pontianak in the tree? Okay, so shall we get started, Eugene?
Sure. So the first one that you have picked for us is by Ivan Chin.
Yes.
Okay.
So the post...
Yeah, can you read it out for us?
Yeah. So the post by Ivan Chen. I don't know whether I have told this story before. Young time used to work in the sales association. Sales associate in Suntec. It was one of the biggest sports shop in Suntec. First day when I went, oh my god, the English. When going to the storeroom, saw a tablet made of paper. So I believe this is like a tablet. You have, the Chinese kind of tablet, right? Okay, so typically you have like a writing or the person's name on it, right?
Sorry, do you mean
So
like a
on the
talisman
tablet,
or what?
like the ancestor tablet.
It's a wooden tablet, is it?
Yeah, but I think this was made of paper because
Okay.
like low budget. lah.
Budget. Okay. So there's some Chinese words there,
Okay.
something chua
Yes.
kueh.
So, my Chinese also tak boleh make it, okay? But the translation is called lonely goose.
寂寞 kueh.
I'm not going to try what the Chinese oral examiner will say. 不会的字跳过去 just skip the words. I skip the whole words except for 龟.
不懂 kueh.
Yeah, 不懂龟. So every day, my colleague will go and light an incense to the tablet for good luck. Heard from one of my colleague, one of the ex-colleague actually strike big and quit everything.
And
Was
quit.
fine.
Actually strike big and quit.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, the comma is gone. Okay. Anyway, so except every day, one person need to go to the storeroom to off the light. Sometimes you can hear some noises in the store. So one day, the manager decide to throw some leftover metal parts that was left so long time in the storeroom. One night, the manager became very, very weird. She could just stare at the wall at all times. So I imagine this person just like at the wall. 罚站, detention. Right. Okay. So I think if you see that in real life, it's a bit freaky, especially it's a manager. Say something really later kena hantam. Okay. So the face was like there was no soul there. The face was very scary. No one dared to go near her after that day. After that day, she was on MC for a period of time. A few days later, after we finished work, the main office manager come down with a few staff with a Malay master. So something going on, right? Okay. So all went in when when we closed shop. We were not allowed to go in. Heard that the master spread salt all around the shop. Gossip say it was a woman with a child. They were here since the World War II and they are still believed to be here. Never gone. Never went on to the plane, right? So a month later, the manager finally came back. Heard that she went to Malaysia to find her own master and to cure it, right? Sometimes, occasionally, she will still stare blankly at the wall.
Wow. Sound keras.
Kana gong tau.
Wow. So got quite a number of comments and likes, huh?
Yes.
So let's check out some of the
Quite
comments,
interesting.
what people are saying. Ken. My ex-colleague used to work at the Suntec hypermart in the 90s. He said that when he brought groceries department waste to the back door, he saw an old nenek naked with long hair covering her front and digging their food waste. My colleague suspect that was Miss P. Wow, some really poor thing. No clothes some more. Digging, dumpster diving.
You know, sound like what or not? Sound like the Little Mermaid lah, but then she old already.
Kesian. Kara Wong, top contributor, says, "Lol, not inclined to lose my job, but if only I could tell you the things that goes on in Suntec." One of my first stories on SC was about this place actually. Kara Wong, I think she used to work at Suntec, not sure if she still works there. And so yeah, she is also someone with a third eye. If you have been with SC long enough, you will also remember that she lives in Tanglin Halt. And she had some really scary stories from Tanglin Halt.
Cool.
Wow. So what's your take on this whole story?
I mean, Singapore has been here for very long. There's a lot of things going on, especially during the World War. There's a lot of like emotions and feelings being invoked. But something I'm not sure of, why Suntec though? What's the haunting spot about Suntec? Is it really that there was a lot of war stuff going on? That's why the haunting at Suntec is really, really strong.
See, that's what I'm curious about as well. When you say it's World War II, I understand, right? The people died. It was a
Yep.
tough time. The spirits were vengeful, restless. But Suntec location where the building was built upon, it was on reclaimed land. It did not exist during the time of the war. So unless they dig sand from somewhere, the spirit is stuck, you know? Maybe there was a hill that they died on, then they dig the soil, then they transport over to Suntec and reclaim the land. I don't know. It's very hard. It's quite a stretch. So, not sure why the spirit would travel from somewhere else to Suntec.
So Suntec is like is a reclaimed land, as you say. Then I was thinking that could it be that these people to escape the war itself, they were trying to swim to another country, maybe swim to Malaysia or something. So they were in the sea itself, and then they bye from the sea. So they were stuck there. They were like, "Hey, how come suddenly now here got land? Apa ini? I thought I in water."
Yeah, that could be it. Also, you know, if you have the dead and then you throw the ashes in the water, right? Then now that part of the ocean cannot reclaim. Then you're stuck in the land. Hey, I'm supposed to be in the sea. How come now I'm on this land? Maybe. Wow. Okay, that's a freaky story. Now we have one more. This one is story 2.
Yep.
Take a look.
So this story was sent in by Henry Gunn, this post. So he said, "Tell those kids don't anyhow spit saliva at the HDB staircase. You don't know who you kena, later follow you home. You know."
Well, I've got a video to show you guys. So this story, Henry Gunn actually showed some more pictures here, and
Yes.
and then people started commenting about when you spit, and then there's this lady here. But before we take a look at the comment section, this post was actually inspired by one of the confessions that we had recently on Supernatural Confessions. We'll take a look at this video.
I came back home late at night with my parents. We went out. So we came back around 10 plus at night. For me to get the 13th, we had to reach the 12th floor, then take the stairs up. You know, as a kid, you like to look down the staircase. It looked like infinity, that view. It looked so nice. So when I approached the staircase, I saw through the gap. So on the 10th floor, I saw the back of a lady in white with mid-length hair. So I was thinking to myself like, hey, so late already. What is that Jie doing by herself at the staircase? So when I reached midway up the staircase, before reaching 13th floor, I look out again. This time, the lady was doing the same action as I do, looking out the staircase. Her head switched. Her head literally switched to face.
Hey, for a moment then you got me. I thought you really have a real hantu on the camera.
If you guys are interested in finding out about that particular video, that's Ezekiel. Ezekiel is one of our patrons and he's been a confessor before about Sentosa. This time he was sharing a story about his house in Yishun. And as he was climbing up the stairs to the 13th floor, he would look down, right? Most of us kids would look down. And like what this Ivan has said, sometimes we used to spit through that stairwell and see how far our spit can go through without hitting the railing. But this time, there was a hantu that looked back at him. So, comment section. You posted this.
Okay. Yes. So when I see the picture that, he posted, I think when I look at it, I'm like, the nene look a bit wet. So my brain automatically goes to, the spit sometimes you have a lot of like the very disgusting phlegm and all this kind of stuff. So when the phlegm accumulate over time, this is what becomes the nene face.
Then looking out some more. This is like a gothic bukake lah.
Oh my god.
Aiming and spitting at hands on the rail were my childhood favorite. Ha ha, pang pang pola. Said, oh, there's some more. This one looks like a Slipknot band member. She and boyfriend having staircase squeaky. That's why I look up to Lan. People must share us.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny comments. So join us on our Facebook group, okay, if you haven't. But I have something to comment, Eugene, before we continue. I have received actually a lot of requests. I don't know from where. Okay, people try to join the group itself, but sometimes they never even input anything. Like, I don't know, you are like someone coming from outside, or are you really a fan of Supernatural Confession? So at least put like, I'm a fan of Supernatural Confession. Then I like, okay, this one kaki lang lah. Friends of ours, right? If not, I don't know where you come from. I also don't want to add like weird people into the group, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, please at least just put I'm a fan of FC.
Guys, yeah. So when you join the Facebook group, there will be some questions, very basic questions. Are you a fan? Do you believe in ghosts and all that? This is generally for us to know you better, and also to weed out the weirdos or people who are trolls. So if you just click join and you don't fill up anything, we're just going to assume you're a troll, that you don't get approved, right?
Yeah, that just thank you. Next.
So from staircase spitting to poor ghost having spit on her face to this auntie. No, Belinda, I always say, right, when you deal with the spirits and the supernatural, first step, when you encounter them, you just pretend they don't exist. You ignore them. Second step, even if they persist disturbing you, you just say, excuse me, please don't disturb me. Then third, if they still disturb you, you go and gun them left, right, center. And the next video, this is what the lady did. Watch.
Balik buang guli. Tak ada modal lain ke? Oi, siapa yang buang guli ni ha? Baik kau hentikan. Jangan sampai aku keluar nanti. Siaplah kau. Ha, tahu pun takut. Hormat sikit orang tua. Mampai kau. Bumbung tu, aku baru jadi pekau senang-senang nak landing. Nak kacau sangat kan? Ha, turun. Dah lah busuk. Tak mandi pula tu. Ha, aku sulur kau. Wah, kau. Dimam ya? Aku dah agak dah. Ini semua kerja kau. Ha, nak apa? Ha, aku dah keluar ni. Ha, sekedu pula. Kau cakap dengan Dimam, kalau nak bela betul-betul. Ha?
Okay, so I hope your Malay is better than your Chinese.
Eugene.
Okay, I will explain, okay? So, this is the old lady who was, okay, I don't know 100%, but what I gather from what she said was she was in the kitchen cooking, and then she heard something on top, right? The ghost is disturbing her. Then she got pissed off. Then after that, she just gun the ghost lah. They say, you're smelly, you're dirty, you want me to come out right now? I'm out here lah. Then you scared. They say, you come down here and talk to me now. Yeah, so
Balik buang guli.
just
Tak ada modal lain ke?
pause the thing. There we go. Oops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gerakan.
So I roughly catch a little bit. I understand only a very little bit of Malay. But what she was saying is like, you come, like just like taunting the ghost.
Yeah.
Right. So I believe, I think a lot of the time, I don't know why, the hantu always like to come and disturb, right? Kacau, get your reaction out of it. To be honest, when I'm observing all of this, it feels like they're bored. They're like kids, they want the mom the attention, right? So after that, Kana scolded already, then scared already.
There was a confession last Friday on Friday Night Live.
Yes.
I think from Isaac Lam's story, confession. So he was in the toilet. He was working a weekend. I think it was either 7 months or something. And then his light went off. Then he gun the ghost, right? Then the ghost turned on the lights. Then he come out. You don't know who you messing with, huh? You can't. He F the ghost upside down. Then as he walked away, right, he heard a whisper go, I'm sorry. Ghost kena scolding. Teruk lah.
Yeah, Kana scolded. So, a lot of the time I feel like they're just bored. They just like, perhaps nobody can see them, or without the third eye,
Yeah.
or maybe without like being like in a very negative state. So a lot of the time I think they're quite bored.
Let's see what sort of comment section that people talk about.
Okay, so Danny Chu. So Danny Chu says, this makcik fierce, yeah? Don't need no spells, no need no scriptures. Only use her voice and the broom to get rid of the Pontianak. Power lah. Got give class, can take it apprentice.
I think one of the SC confessions, someone said using broom to wall up the house can drive her away. Okay, yes, not the normal broom. She says depend on broom and what the material is made of. This is the broom that is the old school style. It's called the sapu lidi. You cannot buy from NTUC on, they don't have it, or Giant. You go down to the old shop under the void deck, they sell all the pails, the mattress and the bolster. And it's one those, it's line by line one, and they tie at one end. You know that?
Oh, it looked like branches, right?
Yeah, thin one. I think it's the coconut, the middle portion, they dry it up, then they tie up together. So you go shh, that kind. You go whack everywhere around the house, right? Apparently that will chase the spirit out. That's what old people say lah.
Oh, interesting.
Bamboo also works against spirits. That's why when you plant bamboo outside your house, if you stay private estate, or if you are able to plant it in your pot outside your HDB, bamboo and cactus, these are the plants that ward away evil.
But Eugene, all of this is because there's old school ghosts, ma. What about the young school ghosts, then how?
Use vacuum cleaner.
Take the iPad, and then after that, like play some maybe some scary music or what.
I don't know about
Then I think
Gen Z ghosts, is it?
Gen Z ghosts, then how?
You scold them, then they're upset already. They cannot take it.
Later they wreck the whole house. Habis.
Or you misgender them. Are you a male ghost? How dare you assume my gender? Next confession is by Lillian Lee Hoffman. Can you do us the honors and read it, please?
Yep. So Lillian Lee, she confessed, over here, she write, back in 1995, I traveled the first time to to Thailand and Laos with my then German boyfriend, now husband. We were both treated like crap in Bangkok. Everyone thought that I was bought. So meaning that she is like a woman on the streets, I guess. Okay, so we decided to travel to Laos instead. So we traveled from what's this word? Pakis. Is it Pakis?
Paksay, I think. Don't know. Up to Luang Prabang.
Yeah. Okay. Back then, there was no internet, and getting around means hours of traveling, sitting in the bus, packed like sardines, traveling on dirt roads. Anyways,
Luang
LP,
Prabang.
the place. If remember right, had 3 main dirt roads. A beautiful humble temple that not OTT like.
Not over the top one like the Thai
Thailand.
ones.
Over the top.
OTT.
Okay. All this lingo, apa lah. A peaceful atmosphere. the monk walking around, little children playing, people on bicycles, so like very countryside kind of vibes, right? I'm getting, right? So there were a handful, maybe of tourist backpackers like us there at the time. We befriended another German couple who, like us, managed to get a room at the cinema turned hotel for a couple of nights. Very suspicious. Okay. So after dinner, with the other couple, we turned in for the night. Our room was pretty big, with an attached bathroom. I did not feel anything weird or strange at all. At night, I was woken up by something. No idea what it was, but when I look up, where I was lying at, I can see a figure. There was a light from the street streaming in, standing next to my bed. I closed my eyes and waited for a few seconds to open up again. The figure was still there. It was wearing a long gown. I guess it could have been white, but it was so dark I couldn't be certain. And it had long but bushy hair. The face, however, was a mess of moving worms. Ooh, so gross. Okay, I felt afraid, but yet not. I did not feel the figure was there to do me any harm. I closed my eyes again, waited, and when I opened them, it was still there. Habis. It did not move or reach out to me, so I decided to just turn my back to it and try to sleep. Which, of course, did not come easy after seeing a scary thing. Give me a moment. I lost the thing. Oh,
The next day, I asked my partner how he slept, and he said he slept
Okay.
like a baby. I told him I was not
Yes.
too happy with my side of the bed, and if we could switch for the second night, which we did. And I did not tell him what I saw though. We met a German couple for breakfast. They also had a so-so night. The second night, I slept like a baby. No interruptions whatsoever. My partner though, he had a crappy night. He didn't say why, but he just did not sleep as well. That was when I mentioned what I saw to him. He didn't believe me, but since we were checking out, it didn't really matter to him. And that is one of my stories.
Oh no.
And this is the hotel.
Yep.
Oops. Okay. Ding-ding-ding. She quite nicely.
So yeah.
Very vintage.
But it looks kind of like old and run down. So perhaps that we do not know where the cinema was built in the first place. But then again, if it can turn into a hotel, means that the cinema also is not really occupied that often, right?
It's not those vintage place you repurpose into something else, right? Some boutique hotel. It's quite chill lah, must be. But hey, a woman's face with worms moving. You close your eyes, you open again, it's still there. And then what she did is just turn around and pretend I didn't see you. Wow, really ostrich there. Would you do that?
Yes, I would. Then what you want to do is say, hey, like the machi and then take out the broom. Hey.
But you would turn your back to this thing staring at you. Can
Then what you want to do? They're not going to do anything to you also, right? So like, might as well just like whatever lah.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so maybe in Eugene, your case, what would you do?
Well, my case, I think, wow. My case, I might just, because I'm with a partner, right? I wake my partner up. Maybe I will not even tell, I won't tell my partner I saw a ghost or anything. I just, hey, wake up. But okay, if you cannot wake your partner up like, in the middle of the night for no reason, right? Then you just start, getting intimate and everything. You just take your mind off it, take the
Aiyo.
Yeah,
Eugene, then later.
or maybe just go down for a drink, just remove myself from the position.
Okay. But hey, Eugene, a very scary thing is that I don't know where I get this idea from. Maybe it might be all the ghost show that I've been watching. But I believe that, if you were to get intimate at that point of time, what if you really have a child? And then after that, this thing like kind of like like take over your child soul, then it reincarnate into your child. Then tell you, hey mommy, daddy, I saw you at the at some cinema place, but I was like floating up there.
You're the one with the worm on the face. But that's what people say, right? Sometimes when you go to this hotel, it's dirty, right? Then you start getting intimate, then the spirit goes inside your partner's body. Yeah, okay, maybe I take that back. Some of the comment section says, "Wow, that's scary, but luckily meant no harm to you or your husband." What other comment? You are really brave. Navin Ferris gives the sweat look.
Yeah.
Oh, they went back
So
again.
she only posted the picture later lah. Yeah. So permanently has been shut down. I wonder why.
Now we know lah. Okay, speaking of scary ghosts in the hotel, this one is my personal favorite. I actually mentioned this on Friday Night Live last week, and I said this one actually kind of scared me a bit, and I want to share this with you all. Okay, ready? Let's go. I love it, lah.
Eugene!
Okay, so did it get you the first time?
Yes. So Eugene, I saw this video. Then I saw the lady sitting on top of the car, right? But I didn't see the jumping part because I just scroll away. I don't want to see. I don't want to see what happened. Then only when you put this inside the group chat, right? I like, oh, okay. Then I should watch lah for at least can review later. In the middle of the night.
Okay, this one when I watch it, right, I literally did this. I siam. I jumped a bit. So yeah, I think it's a good one. Even if it was let's say it's a CGI, right? It's kind of a good fake, no? Right? I mean, obviously this isn't real lah. I really don't think it's real lah. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing that when the hair is like coming like all like this, like at the end of the video, you can see that it's like really trying to go according to how the jumping of the movement and how like landing on the car will be like. So I think pretty good.
Oh, good, huh?
Hey, if you're driving late night, you really capture this habis already lah.
Walao,
I think you can go live. Then after that will be like your final video before the car crash.
Nice knowing you guys. This is my final video. If you find this footage, yeah.
Live, Instagram live.
This is a good one. Okay, next one.
Yeah, so one of our confessors, Alvin, says that anyone here has the ability to see the future. So I could see bad things happening in the future pertaining to me, but I don't know when it will happen. It was like a dream, but when it does happen, I get the sense of deja vu, those things happening before.
So what do you think of that? I don't have dreams, let alone deja vu, man. The last deja vu that I can recall was in my teens when I was going to camp in Seletar, and I was in the minibus driving down, and I said, I swear I've been here before. And obviously it's an army camp. I couldn't have gone there before. It was right after my active years, in 2.5 years. So no way I could have been there before, but yet so clear. I knew where I was going, what was going to happen next, and what the buildings were. That was my closest deja vu experience. You have any?
Yes. I used to have a lot of like weird dreams. I still have weird dreams now lah. I used to have a lot of weird dreams when I was younger. So at that point of time, I was in primary school. So I was still like kind of adjusting to what I have, right? Because when I tell people like, what I can see and what I can feel, people look at me, especially little kids, they like, this one person siao one ah. Even the little kids also don't want to be like friends with you, right? So I have this dream. I remember it very clearly because it was only like I think 1 or 2 days after the incident. Before the incident happened. So I imagine friend A and friend B, they were fighting. And they were fighting right in front of my table. And then after that, I was looking out at them like this. So after that, they were fighting. It's like, not my business. Then suddenly, because of the memory of that dream it has a very strong sense of deja vu, and I got freaked out. I was scared. And then suddenly my two friends A and B were fighting, right? They suddenly stopped because I started crying. I cried very loudly. And after that, it's like, hey, what happened? We fight also, none of your business. How come you like suddenly started crying? And I was like, I had this dream like yesterday or 2 nights ago. Then you guys were fighting. Then they were like, oh my god, they freak out, and then they just stopped fighting. So I believe in Alex's comments, he mentioned something about looking in the future for the bad stuff, right? Bad things happening to him, right? So we do have a lot of our committee members. They have different what's this called, interpretation of what's going to happen, or how he could actually see the future. So I believe a few people in our committee also have this kind of visions as well. So it's not really that uncommon. Maybe it could be a gift from the spiritual side.
Right, all these members in the community can see future, never give me 4D. Hey, help lah, help a brother out. We all SC your PayPal, I can do something for you all. You all don't give me number, then can see future, then don't tell me, wasted talent.
Eugene, always be careful what you wish for.
Last week, right, or 2 weeks ago, did I tell you I was meditating and I saw 4 numbers? I didn't buy lah. I'm not a 40 person. I didn't buy. But I was just curious to know whether it will come out. So I checked. The number came out. Just the last 2 number flip only.
Oh.
Third price, okay? Third price.
So how much money would that be, Eugene?
I don't know. If I buy, also will buy $5, $10 stock. So I tell you, I'm terrible at gambling, okay? Terrible. Even 4D, I want to put $10 down. Like can shiver one and like, this $10 really. Then the only one time I actually allow myself to spend, and even that is not annually, I do that, is the Toto draw during CNY. There's like 8 million. So it's like, okay lah. 有买有机会，没买没机会, right? So it's like, auntie, 50 cents, quick pick lah, then don't know what, quick pick 7, $5. So it's all under $10 type, right? Even playing balak lah or whatever, it's just so difficult to put down the money. And the thing is, I don't have gambling luck. Just always put down money means money go on. So if I do go to my friend's house, if they have gambling or poker or whatever, right? Okay lah, prepare $50 lah. This one is like cover charge. Go spend. Don't think too much about it. Okay. Anyway, that was future story. This one on Kumantong. Please.
Sorry, can we backtrack a little bit to the future story? So for the future story itself, right? Because a lot of the time, I believe, like even if you believe in the supernatural or not, when weird things happen, I want to say that please don't like talent shame lah. Yeah, don't say that you demonic lah, you what lah. Like feel very hurtful ma. Even if the person really siao lah, then after that you want to go and provoke a siao people meh? Don't want, right? Just stay away from them lah, But I believe all these like gifts or whatever it could be, I don't know where it comes from, right? I believe we should still respect each other like in the group, right? Okay, so that's all I have to say.
Okay. Don't talent shame.
Don't talent shame. Nobody fat shame you. Just shut up.
Okay. Well, that's a very interesting thing because we get a lot of we are supernatural confessions, but the very nature of what we talk about is not going to be mainstream. It's going to be something that's tough to believe. But we're all skeptics of different degrees, right? You don't believe? Don't believe? Never mind. Just scroll. There are other things to read. Don't have to comment.
But I feel like, okay, if you were to give a rational take to it, say that maybe could it be like, you were too active in the day, your brain are very active, and maybe you just put 2 and 2 together, you think that it could be something else.
Sure.
I am like, all open to like debates and everything. But the moment you will come like with a parang, you asking to be wet.
That one won't last in the group very long. I'm sure cannot kick ban. Okay. Now, this one.
Okay, so this is by someone that I have no idea who is this person.
Anonymous.
Okay, so yes, so the importance of sending off your kumantong. So kumantong, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, this is my understanding is that it is actually like a small spirit or small entity that commonly practiced in like the Thailand side of the spiritual world, right? So they have maybe sometimes, okay, it could be a dead person. I think usually it's a dead person. For a lot of the time where it could be like a dead baby, a dead woman, or usually they're all children and women, those that I've come across, right? It could be also like some general's child that was like, unborn kid that, they make it into the real world. So I actually speak to one of like the talisman master. So the talisman master, she told me that she could communicate with the talisman. She could talk to the Kumantong itself. So I was very, very impressed. Maybe one day you get her on the show, Eugene. So she told me that a lot of the time Kumantong, because they're people, they have already passed, right? Okay, they don't have the ability to control whether they can be here or not. Because usually it's the family member, they will take their body or the body parts, the hair or the fingernails, to send off to a master to make them into this Kumantong itself. So they don't have a choice a lot of the time. And sometimes, they are very vengeful, they're very angry. So I asked this master, why in the first place then, your family member would make you into a Kumantong, right? Because it's against your wishes sometimes, right? So why do they still do it? So the commonly, belief is that, okay, if the master were to help this person to become a Kumantong, sometimes it can split into maybe 5 or 6 pieces around across the world everywhere, right? Okay, they will kind of like collect good merits for the next life, the reincarnation. The next life will be a better life for them. So a lot of the time, this is what usually happens, and that's why there's still a lot of Kumantong in the market itself. So I feel a little bit very sad for this kind of people that, they don't have a choice and they don't have a say. So importance of how you should send your Kumantong away, because personally, I do believe Kumantong is real. And a lot of the time, your spirit and your emotions, your whole being is being like split into so many pieces, right? Okay, so I believe we should treat them with respect still, like you would to any entities or any spirit itself.
Yeah, so Kumantong is meant for the younger, the child spirit. The one with the dead woman one, that I think is a pry. They
it's
put them into
different
amulet. Yeah, so the pry. Again, I may have gotten the word wrong. But these are vengeful spirits or spirits that die before their time, or virgin death, violent death. They put the spirit into an amulet, or the child spirit they put into an amulet. I heard of this story where a school bus got into accident, tumbled off the ravine, all the children die. A wandering monk actually got all the souls of the kids, put them into amulet, and actually give it out to who he felt was deserving to own this amulet. And the owner of this amulet would do good merits, whatever, and then bestow the merits upon the spirit. Because as a spirit without a physical form in this world, you can no longer gain merits. And you cannot gain merits, you cannot cross over to the other side. So that's the idea, like what you said. It's treat them well, treat them with respect. Unfortunately, human nature being greedy and power hungry, when the spirit can do things for you and you feel powerful, then why would you want the spirit to go off? Right?
Yeah.
Then you lose Then some people end up having 10 different Kumantongs at home, like an orphanage. Yeah, so the Thai believes, or the Thai sees the Kumantong and Pry in a very different way from how perhaps a lay person would see it. You take the spirit of the ghost, very scary leh. Yeah, but there are ways to actually release the spirit if you don't want them. Okay, yeah. So thanks for sharing that. Did this post mention anything about such things?
So it's something about not getting not sending off the Kumantong properly, right? So it says here, in the evening, a Kumantong spirit came to me. Sorry. I suddenly very angmo. Kumantong. Okay. Serious. Okay, so a Kumantong spirit came to me and relayed to us that he was disgusted by his master, a man in his 30s, and the rest of the details weren't revealed. Disrespectfully, even though it thought that it had served him well and granted his wishes. So, FYI, we do not know this master personally. So, the latest wish have been fulfilled was to find a wife. So, true enough, the master found a partner and married her within a year. Fearing that the wife know about the Kumantong, he brought him back to Thailand, wrapped in a yellow talisman and red cloth, before tossing him into the sea. Sad lah.
Use really like a chuck and discarded.
He was really mad at the master ungratefulness, abandoning him disrespectfully after serving him so well. He told us that alternate although the master threw him in the sea, he was still by his side. Habis.
The firstborn of his master will be affected.
Dang, dang, dang.
Depending on your ties to the spirit. Okay, go on.
So, yeah. So, please do not anyhow throw your amulet, Kumantong, statue, etc. Everyone is different, right? So, depending on your ties with the spirit, the way that you send them off may be different for each individual. If not done properly, there could be dire consequences. So, for those who wonder why the Kumantong came to us, we are a family of psychics and mediums. So these encounters are very common.
Wow, bloody hell. You tell me you family or psychic medium, then you anonymous, then I don't know who you are.
Too bad.
Let's see what some of the comments that people are posting about.
So Jie Ying says, hi, when you say the firstborn will be affected, what does it actually mean and in what ways? So it says that, okay, it can be affect negatively. Okay, can't review exactly how. The situation can be still salvageable if the owner realizes his mistake and right it before it's too late. So I have no idea, sometimes Eugene, whether you have come across this kind of people, because I personally work with children a lot. So sometimes I believe like it could be, the children, how it turned out, it could be the parents' karma itself as well. So a lot of the time where, we have to be careful how it happens. And, sometimes when a child is sent to you itself from wherever it come from, I feel that we should still treat your kid also with respect, and also kind of like take it lah, right? Because at that point of time your kid is already born. All you can do is do the best that you can, and also to provide for the children. I feel like a lot of the time when I look at parents itself, they get frustrated, they get angry at the children, not fully understanding why is it like this. I'm not saying that they deserve it, touch wood, okay, but I feel like a lot of the time a lot of empathy could be given to the children, because they really don't know what's going on, right? So you shouldn't like blame the children or blame what's going on. That all the thing that we can do is like just accept it, and then after that slowly see what can be done better in the situation. So yeah, very sad. So I hope the man finds out. If not, dun, 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 dun.
It's just like a public service announcement from Belinda.
I very sad when I see sometimes the parents, how they talk to the children. Oh, I like alamak. Now I know why the children so upset lah.
Yeah. What we do affects everything lah. It's just I think just be good lah. Just be good. Blanket out everything. You know like what old people say. You don't do anything wrong. You don't do anything evil. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, just be that kind of guy. Now, speaking of being good, don't do anything evil. Whoever has done this in the next post that we're about to show, a lot of people are cursing you, because this was actually taken. This photo was sent to me some time back. I kept it. I wasn't sure when to show it, but since we're doing housekeeping, I brought this out. This was what someone took a photo along. I'm thinking it's Changi Beach, and it said it looks like a Pocong. It looks like a burial shop.
Ooh, creepy.
Yeah, so
Changi Beach.
This is a close up.
Because to be frank, I can't really make out what is it like. It just look like cloth, and there's like something tied to it. So Eugene, can you like make out any bones or anything from it?
Eugene can make out, but I mean the picture, is it? Oh, the picture. Yeah, I can't really.
Eugene, what you want to make?
You said Eugene can make out. Eugene can make out. Okay, I mean make it bigger.
Big.
Okay. 大一点. Wow. Okay lah.
Now can see a bit of the head .
Okay lah. I don't think it's a pocong lah. I don't think it's is an actual body in there that they throw into the water. Okay, so for those who say it's a pocong, I know it looks like a pocong. I don't think it's a pocong because the Muslims bury their dead. They don't throw. There's no sea barrier for the Muslims. So this one is actually more of like dhoti. The Indian would wear, the Hindu would wear the white color dhoti, like a sarong. Yeah, and is it supernatural? Is it not supernatural? Now, there's two things to look at it. Why would the dhoti be in the sea? Especially if you talk about Changi. The reason that it would be in the sea in Changi is because someone has done a ritual and released the cloth into the sea. I know that because, well, that's where we go and do our ritual cleansing. And of course, we do burn dhotis there. We do bury the dhotis in the sand. We just don't chuck it into the sea. That's not something we do. But looking at this and hearing other confessions as well that have came to us, people have taken clothes, gone to the beach and thrown into the water. There's one particular story about somebody's cheongsam that she bought, and then it was haunted. So she brought it to Changi, she threw it, and then the cheongsam came back flying. I think it's a confession by one of Uncle Patrick. Uncle Patrick's confession on Supernatural Confessions YouTube. Go check it out. So people do throw clothes into the sea at Changi. So what you see this is a dhoti that was thrown to the sea that probably mixed up with the seaweed and everything and got washed back to shore. And coincidentally bundled in a way that frankly looked like a pocong lah. But it's not lah. Yeah.
Okay. But I think, Eugene, if you see anything like, abnormal in the beach, whether it be a sea animal or whatever it is, I think you'll be like, oh, the first instinct is for us to take a picture.
All right, correct. Yeah, take picture. Share it with you guys on housekeeping.
Okay, so when you sent me this picture, I was also looking at one of our posts on Facebook. So you want to share that picture?
Yeah, so some people may like pocong, some people don't like pocong, but if you do, this one is for you. Oh, yeah, I reached everything now. I think all salah. Wait, let me move this.
Okay. So this was actually sent in by one of our confession. Oh my god, the name Nagesh.
Ramachandran.
Yes. So Nagesh shared this to the group, and then it is very terrifying, horrifying.
I know Esther on Supernatural Confessions is one of our community member. I think she hasn't been logging in for some time. This was in the early days during the COVID time. She loved Pocong. She called Pocong her boyfriend, and she was one who actually sent this to me a long time ago, and I felt that it'd be quite a cool idea to just buy this and send it over to her as a present.
So freaky. Why would you want that in your house?
Some people are hantu lover. Right? Remember that? This is what you said last week? Some girls just love the
weird fetishes.
Yeah. So this one, I wouldn't put it past them lah. Pocong as a lover, why not?
As some saying says that there's like someone
for everyone
out there for everyone.
That's why in Supernatural Confessions we have a tagline as well. You are not alone. Okay, Pocong poster for you. Next one is quite interesting. This one is a real shaman.
Yes. So this show I saw a while back. I think it's called Exhuma, right? So this is sent in by Ellie. Okay, so Ellie posted this to our group and says that, okay, someone said this. I would be so mad if someone summoned me just for a drama. So for this drama, if nobody have watched this before,
Exhuma. Okay, Exhuma is a very good show. People will be asking me to watch. I have not gotten a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, I also want to go and watch. Maybe one day we can.
Okay. Okay, let's do that.
So apparently it's that this lady, this actor who is playing a shaman, what they do is actually they use real chant in the movie instead of using a fake chant. Some people saying that it might be disrespectful for the ghosts, and then they have to get a real shaman to guide them because they might summon bad spirits, right? So the real shaman say that, okay, this actor did actually summon one of the spirit. So I was thinking that if I were to been summoned into the movie itself, right? I think my first reaction would be like, "Hey, where am I? Hey, got camera, got light, hey, hi, mom, hi, I'm on TV, hi."
Then all the people with the third eye, like watching the movie, can be like, "What's that ghost doing there?"
She like very low, suddenly they're very excited. Then the people with the third eye in the cinema will have like a quiet laughter moment. Then after that, everybody be like, "Hey, this scene very scary eh. This do you feel people siao one? Why keep laughing?"
Okay, Exhuma, we're gonna be catching it before it goes, probably next week. All right, our final. Today we really extend time. Our final story for today. This one is quite nice lah. Come take a look. Ayah, bloody hell! Wait. I need to sort this out.
So even if let's say we don't feature some of the posts here, I will still interact with some of the posts because I find that it's very funny and interesting. Right? So every day, daily, I will be here to review the posts, approve, disapprove, and stuff like that. Like basically housekeeping. Right?
Nice.
So anybody ready for your housekeeping session?
We need to review the word housekeeping. I'm sure we got the meaning wrong. Now, let's take a look at this one. Are you ready?
Okay.
怎么会这样？怎么变这样？真的 barbecue 了 ，barbecue 了，真的 barbecue 了，真的 barbecue 了，真的完蛋了。
哇，怎么 he very respectful leh. See not?
完蛋了？怎么会这样？怎么变这样？
I think he's very respectful. I really don't mind him taking it. Huh? What do you think?
So a lot of the comments, be it from the original video or from our committee site itself, it says that we should always give to the needy, right?
Yeah.
So I believe if everybody every day maybe offer me 1,000 bowls of bak chor mee, if let's say as an offering, right? Okay, then if you cannot finish the 1,000 bowl of bak chor mee, right? So even if let's say you were to suck all the nutrients already from like the spiritual side, then the bak chor mee, the physical form is still there. Then you're going to eat lah. Some people if cannot eat already, then I believe the physical form should still, be passed on to someone who could really be very, very hungry, right? So that's my take to it.
I have decided that Belinda will make a very friendly ghost. She wave at the camera. She's like, no mind, I share my bak chor mee. Come everybody, gya.
Eat lah. Eat together lah.
Okay.
Maybe I follow you home lah if you're handsome.
Oh. Okay lah, touch wood lah. Let's say Belinda, if ever one day you go off before I do lah, I think I will put you into a nice amulet and bring you around with me, okay?
Ayo, habis.
I feed you with bak chor mee every day. I don't know. Tell me what food you want. I'll give you a variety. Hokkien mee lah,
Touch wood.
chicken.
Never mind. If ever one day that thing happen, I will tell you in your dreams.
Okay, can. Give me
Then
phone
you
numbers.
got confession, content.
That's all we have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Every week we come on something new, all unscripted. Belinda throws 10 things at me. I put it up here and we discuss it. So I'm as surprised as you are. Any last words, Belinda? Your third time co-hosting and slowly moving towards being anchor host of Housekeeping. How's it been?
Yeah. So I believe like all these contents, they're actually like quite interesting, and I really, really appreciate everybody's watching. When the time comes, maybe we can do something even more fun.
Okay. Well, next, so sending your stuff to us through Facebook group. Click join, answer the questions, and Belinda will do the housekeeping right there. Okay? Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you guys next week on Housekeeping.
Bye.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.